So this is a questionnaire that will be sent out to you after the session for you to be able to go through. And it just takes you through a few of the key areas in terms of what you need to be looking at. So first of all, logistic-wise, project management. So have you identified someone within your business who is going to be heading up this Copilot operation? And have they had the necessary training involved to be able to action that for you? So let's say that, yes, we have assigned a project manager. We're just going to tick the yes box like this, scrolling back down. Utilization. And so as we talked about, if we've got a really large organization and we've got lots of people from senior leadership to entry level across many, many different departments, who actually within our organization needs access to Copilot? Is it necessary to give absolutely everyone a license, or can we sit down and either limit that by level or by individual? So let's say, yes, we have assigned who needs to be utilizing the licenses. And then things such as the Copilot strategy. So for example, have you identified where you can actually boost your productivity? Have you had enough training and knowledge and attended things like this to understand where it can actually help your organization? Let's say no, we've not actually identified that yet, or we've had a little bit of a look, but we haven't outlined it specifically for each department. And then we come to sensitive data. Now, as Stephen has said, what are you actually defining as sensitive? So this is going to depend on your individual organisation. Are you looking at things such as salaries, for example, where we had, can I please see payroll? If you don't have your permissions locked down in SharePoint for that, for example, all of a sudden, you've just given access to somebody who started 3 days ago, CEO salary-wise. So, things like this. So yes, we have looked at how to define our sensitive data. However, I'm not actually sure where all of that data is stored. So we've had quite a few different managed service providers over the years, and that's kind of got a little bit lost in translation. So no, I'm not exactly sure where everything is stored. And is it all fully protected? Well, I think so, but I haven't really gone down and looked into my permissions for quite a while. So to be safe, I'm going to say no, not just yet. And then we come to the sharing policy. So as we've already touched on, what restrictions do we have here in terms of the internal process and also externally? So what's available for people to see in that way? So yes, we have looked at our sharing policy and that's all up to date and that's okay. And then we move into how we're classifying data. So obviously you can classify your data as public, you can classify it as private or confidential eyes only, that we've talked about with things such as director level information. Now, if it's obviously private, then that means we can only share it internally, but we obviously have public data as well, or confidential, which is select users only. Say we've recently taken on a large amount of new staff and we haven't actually looked at the data that they've been classifying or the way that they're using their SharePoint, then no, we need to have a look at that. And then the same with these questions here. So information protected tables, are we using these at the moment? Are we making sure that anything tagged as confidential actually is fully restricted and all the permissions are correct? So again, because we haven't looked at the first one, we're going to say no, we're not sure on that one. And a nice easy one, have you actually reviewed your access controls within the last 6 months? Yes, we've done that, we're all okay. And then we move to licensing. So one key thing to note with 365 is you actually, with just the standard business license, that's insufficient for running Copilot. So all of your users that are going to be using it need to have business premium or the E3, E5 above licenses. So we have, we're going to put here that we have some business basic licenses for some of our entry level people. And then we come down to AI policy. So do we actually have an AI policy within our company at the moment? Does that involve Copilot? Does it also look at things like ChatGPT? How are we identifying what we're allowing our employees to use and actually what is restricted? So yes, we do have a policy at the moment. And as we've said, the training and ongoing support. So as Stephen has mentioned, we have given you this demonstration today on what Copilot currently is and its capabilities. It is constantly evolving and changing. So do you have a strategy in place that is dynamic enough to support that ongoing training material? Is that going to be adopted by the person who's running the project? Does that need to be outsourced to another team? All these sorts of considerations. So no, we haven't actually considered just what we need to do with that. And then again, the post-adoption support. So as these things do change and as people may have questions coming up, so say we roll out Copilot and people are using it for Excel and they're not getting the support they need in terms of turning things to our wonderful Stephen's favourite pivot table, how are we supporting that ongoing? So we don't have that either, so we're going to put no here. And then you scroll down And this then gives you your readiness score. So this will basically just say to you, okay, yes, you're doing okay, we're there, but there's a lot more for you to be able to consider.